My father was an alcoholic and had tried to get sober many, many times. And I'll never forget it, Jay. We were driving to a baseball game of mine. My dad started crying. I'd never seen my dad cry before. And he pulls the car over, and he still isn't looking at me, but he's crying, and he says, Eddie, and then he turns to me and he goes, I'm gonna try to get sober. And I'll never forget this, brother. He goes, one more time.
Wow.
And I said, really, Daddy? He goes, I'm gonna give it one more try. And I said to him, I said, why would this be any different this time? And he said, never said this to me before. He goes, because I love you, and you deserve it, Father, you can be proud of, and you can't be proud of me right now. And I think every great thing we do in life is one away, but it's also born from love. When you love people or you love something so deeply, if that love is greater than what the obstacles might be, now you got a shot to do it. Then my dad gets sober. He comes home from rehab. I say, Daddy, are you never gonna drink again? And he said, I can't promise you that. I can promise you I'm not gonna drink for one more day at a time.
Wow.
And he lasted the rest of his life stacking those one more days up. And so I know the power of one more. And Jay, the other thing, I also know humans can change. I watched my hero do it. I watched my dad live my first 15 years. Saw him in a lot of fights.
Wow.
A lot of lying, a lot of difficult times. And then I saw this man transform.
The idea of not drinking again forever is pretty hard for people to handle, but the idea of not drinking just for today, most of us, that is quite hard sometimes. But with support and with certain techniques, that is possible. And once you've done it for a day, now you just focus on another day. And that is perhaps one of the most important techniques, whether you're just doing dry January or you've got a project around abstinence that you foresee as being a little more enduring. The fact is, we live our life one day at a time, one moment at a time. 5 years in the future is conceptual. None of us know where we'll be in 5 years, or even if we'll have a planet to inhabit. So once you accept, I'm just not drinking right now, that's it. Any decision I make is abstract. I don't need to think about tomorrow. I don't need to think about it. Just for today, I won't drink. If you use that technique, just for today, I won't drink. I'll deal with tomorrow. You'll be okay. Things will come up because there'll be social occasions. Oh no, how am I going to get through that social occasion? Well, you either don't go to the social occasion, or you go to the social occasion and you decide in advance what you'll drink, and you determine that if there is a moment where you feel tempted or challenged, that you'll go outside and make a little phone call. It's when you find yourself, the things that are most likely to make a person drink who's trying not to is a moment of like intense emotional convulsion. You know, like if you feel resentful or angry or fearful or sad, like this moment might make you drink. Or if you feel happy and elated and excited, that might make you drink. Or if you put yourself in an environment where everyone else is drinking, that might make you drink. The fact is, not drinking in a drink-oriented culture is a difficult thing to do at first, but it does become much easier. And there are some of us, and if you are one of those people, you know you are. And if you know one of those people, you know that you know one of those people that just cannot drink. It will never be safe, it will never be fun. It will always be part of a downward trend, occasionally moments of elation that for a little while make the whole thing worthwhile. But if you are on dry January and it's anything other than some sort of like wacky little challenge that you're undertaking with your pals on a group somewhere online or in reality, then probably what you're looking for is something deeper. And in fact, if you're a human being like I'm a human being, you are looking for something deeper. You're looking for purpose and meaning and connection. And because we live in a culture that denies us purpose, meaning and connection, because we operate primarily as units within a financial system that doesn't really care about us, it just cares about the ongoing commodification, about every single aspect of human life, from our health to life and death itself. The world is a complicated place, and without a spiritual dimension, I would say an impossible place to inhabit.